Hey, what's going on, guys? Sinister Skater here, and I have a guide for you to make it easier to get diamond camo and solar camo in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now, this is not going to be covering how to actually get the camos. I have a video covering all the camo challenges. I'll have a link down below in the description if you're interested in it. But rather, this video contains some tips that will help you progress through all of the camo challenges easier. So this is the last part, which is out of 3 parts of my diamond camo guide. We're going to be covering, SMG sliding kills today, some positioning stuff, some LMG tips. But the big thing here, got some good tips for you guys, is with the launchers, especially the Howitzer grenade launcher, which is a pain to get. But there also is a diamond guide video covering general tips that apply to everything, some mental tips and things like that, and also a tip guide for headshots and long shots, which will definitely help you guys out. Those will all be linked down below in the description. You can go check them out. Also, time codes for everything I'm talking about in this video will be in the description, so you can go and click the time codes that you want to go and hear tips about. So let's get into the video. Let's talk about slide kills, because you have to get slide kills for the SMGs and the shotguns. So the way you get a slide kill in Infinite Warfare is you have to kill the enemy while sliding. And it has to be during the slide or right before the slide ends. You can't slide and then get it a second after. It has to be during that slide. Now the best way to do this is to shoot once you start sliding, and then slide all over the place like a maniac, because you have to commit, and you kind of look silly, but you'll get your challenges done. Now, you're going to want to hit fire while you do this, because if you aim down sight, you're going to stop sliding. So if you throw on laser sight, extended mags, these attachments will help you narrow down your hit fire and give you some more ammo to spray with, because it is kind of hard to aim when you're sliding. And then, again, you just have to commit, like we talked about in the beginning of the video. But a pro tip, FTL. The FTL rig has a trait called Super Slide, and what this does, it allows you to slide longer, which gives you more time to get that sliding kill, and it also allows you to aim down sight while sliding, which allows you to be more accurate and get slide kills easier. On to the LMGs. Besides long shots and headshots, there's a challenge where you have to get a kill with the last 15% of the magazine. Now I have the ammo counts for you right here. For the Titan, that's the last 15 bullets. The Mauler, the last 12 bullets. And the Raw is the last 10 bullets. And what you guys want to do for this is just dump the bullets once you spawn in your spawn, and then go hunt for a target. Also, a suppressor is nice to equip on your LMG. It'll allow you to dump your bullets in to stay off the radar, because for energy weapons, which is the Titan and the Raw, your ammo will regenerate slowly over time. So if you're running around the map and haven't seen someone, you're going to have to continually dump a bullet or two, and suppressor will help a lot with not getting killed as much. And again, if you're really struggling, go play hardcore, you two-shot people. But yeah, finally, on to the launchers. Again, if you want to shoot down a lot of score streaks, I recommend Ground War, because a lot of people, a lot of kills, a lot of score streaks. Engineer also will help you a lot, because this highlights enemy score streaks, easier to see them. But the one big tip I want to give you is for, I believe it is the Spartan A3 launcher, where you have to do a certain amount of kills without locking onto it. And it's not that hard, actually, especially to hit UAVs. First thing you'll think about is oh, I gotta take out wardens or things like that, and those are kind of rare. You can easily take out UAVs, and it's kind of like the P-Law. All I have to do is aim a bit to the right and then shoot. And you should be surprised about how easy it is, because the UAV hitboxes are really big in this game. You can see in the video, you just kind of aim to the right, line up your shot, and then you just shoot, and it'll blow up. Actually, if you need more info, I will link a video in the description, so you can go check it out to get some more info. But again, all you need to do is just aim it a little bit to the right. Now, finally, let's talk about the Howitzer. Now, this is the last launcher you can get in the game. It got buffed, so hopefully it's not as much as a hassle as it was for me to complete, but I feel like they put this thing in the game as a barrier for solar and diamond camo. I'm telling you, your KD will drop unless they made it absolutely amazing with the buff, but I feel like they didn't. Now, big tip here, just overall for the Howitzer, Synaptic has a payload called Rewind, and once you use Rewind, you get all 3 rounds back into the Howitzer, which is helpful because you can't pick up any rounds with the Howitzer with scavenger or anything. The only way to get more ammo is to use rewind, and you can do this with an empty clip. You'll get all 3 bullets back. You can use this with 2 bullets in the clip, or 2 grenades in the clip I should say, and you'll get 3 bullets back in the clip. It just completely rewinds your ammo, and it's very nice. Now, big thing that I was like, oh my god, when I saw this, is that you have to get 120 impact kills with the Howitzer. Now, don't do this in hardcore. I do not recommend doing it in hardcore. There's no reason to. An impact with the Howitzer is an insta-kill in core. It's pointless. You're just going to die easier in hardcore running around with the grenade launcher. Don't do it. Now, as for aiming the projectiles, again, it's like sniping. You just have to be good with projectiles. I can't really explain it, it'll just click over time. But finding maps and game modes that have predictable spawns help a lot, especially smaller maps. It helps a ton. I was lucky enough to get my Howitzer challenges done over the Holiday Genesis map when that was out back in the winter, Christmas time. The smaller maps are just easier to get kills and direct impacts because people are so close to each other and the projectile doesn't have to launch as far. Now, you can run into a lot of small maps in team deathmatch, so that might be a game mode you want to play. But again, positioning, getting behind people, catching AFKers is definitely how you want to get a lot of your impact kills if you're struggling. Positioning, it's a big thing in a bunch of shooters. You can also, try and be stealthy, use active camo, phase shift, and, go behind someone, line up the shot, and shoot it, and slowly but surely you'll get a lot of these impact kills done. As for long shots, you have to get long shots with the Howitzer. And pro tip, you don't have to look for that many long lines of sight because they don't have to be as far as like LMG long shots. But here's the pro tip for it. This will make everything a lot easier. Probably the best tip out of everything. Okay, so I recommend you play hardcore for this because you have to get that splash damage, and people die easier in hardcore. Tactical TDM will probably work too, but I know for sure it works in hardcore. So you want to pull out your Howitzer when you get on the map Throwback or Frontier. If you're not on those 2 maps, just put it away, play some games until you get onto those 2 maps. So for Frontier, I'll show you the locations on the screen. You want to go to the middle hallway, kind of sit back in the back. A lot of people like to go in the middle and try to snipe and pick people off. And once you see that, you kind of just peek back and forth between the cover, and then you just launch the thing across the map. Easy long shot. It's so easy. The other one, which is even better, is on Throwback. You want to go to, I'm not sure what domination side this is, but by the bowling alley there's this bus, and you want to jump up on this bus and then shoot down onto the B flag. Oh, I'm sorry, you want to play domination for this map for sure. So when someone goes to cap the B flag in Throwback, you just shoot your grenade launcher easily over that wall and you get a long shot from it. And you can get a lot of multi-kills, especially in the beginning of the game when everyone runs up there. It's a lot easier. You'll get them done so much faster and easier if you just wait till you get these 2 maps. And last thing about Howitzer, you gotta get 3 kills in 1 life. Good luck with that. It's a blast to do. I just enjoyed it so much. So fun. But one tip I have for you is melee kills count towards the 3 kill streak if you have the Howitzer out and you melee with it. So you don't have to get all 3 kills with the grenade bullets. So that's all my knowledge I have for you guys. Everything I talked about in this video covers what most people struggle with and ask questions about, and things that I personally have found that I struggle with while going for solar and diamond camo and soon to be black sky camo. So if you learned anything or found anything helpful, please do drop a like, leave a comment. If you have any other tips that help you out, you think will help anyone else out for some camo challenge, be sure to share it in the comments and help another viewer out looking for these diamond camos. But that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Sinister Skater. Be sure to subscribe for future gaming and Call of Duty content if you guys aren't already. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.